Good afternoon, and welcome back yet again to the Piper's Table. I'm sitting here about to partake in a delayed Fika because I think it's like 5 o'clock or something. But, anyways, so I am finally going to break into my Fusiliers Ration Special Reserve. So I ordered this on International Pipe Smoking Day during the sale event online, and so I committed it to the jar on February 23rd, earlier this year. So this has been sitting in this jar, aging just slightly, so about 4 months now. And I'm really excited to try this. I've been waiting to try this one for a while. It's been some time since I've had the original, and um, so this one I think is just what makes it special is that it has extra aged Virginias and it's pressed for longer. I think it's hot pressed with a slight top note and then aged extra long. And yeah, it's got those added extra mature Virginias. So I think this is going to be awesome. But anyways, let's get right into it. First of all, it just is so awesome looking. Look at that. That's a beautiful, beautiful cake. Beautiful coloring and just cool. You can see all the striations in there from the layers and layers of tobacco just pressed and aged together. So it's a very beautiful tobacco. I really enjoy the presentation of this stuff. Um, it's a little smaller brownie nugget. So, I really don't know how it's going to break up yet. It's pretty dense, but I'm going to smoke it out of my LJ Peretti house pipe. This is usually what I smoke my kind of like heavy English and Balkans out of, so I'm going to try it for the first time out of this. I haven't smoked out of this in a while, so I'd like to revisit, spend some time with this pipe anyways. It's an old workhorse. You can tell it's quite weathered, I suppose, be a good word for it. Seen a lot of excellent smokes out of this. I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna probably just pinch off a little piece here, a little chunk about like that. I have a feeling that's probably gonna break up to be quite voluminous. Now I was trying to do some research, and I'm not super internet savvy, so maybe there's a lot, but it actually didn't seem like there was a lot going on as far as reviews and other type things of the Special Reserve. Tons of the original, but if you don't know, I mean the original. The intention is it was Russ Ouellet's. Not sure if that's actually how you pronounce his last name. Um, it was his homage and version of Bengal slices, and it does have a similar smell. Um, we got some. You get a lot of those really tangy, like leathery, kind of like dark fruit and leather, and like a faint, almost like a um, forest humus for like natural mulch, not mulch that you'd go buy at the store, that's been dyed and that kind of thing, but like real decay that is turned into mulch when you're in a damp forest. Mm. Wow, it actually has kind of a really nice. Um, wow, something about the smell of that jar right there just transported me back to the Pacific Northwest, being up in the mountains and the woods up there. It definitely has this awesome forest smell. It's almost like a forest cologne without the artificial type things going on in colognes. But it's like, wow, it's awesome. And then at the very end, you really get a whiff. You get this nice, almost like the faintest whiff of some kind of chocolate or something. But it's interesting. It's not like really chocolate in your face. It's almost like it's really, really deep within there. There's like this lurking chocolate aroma. Mm. Yeah, I'm really excited to try this. So, coffee first, pipe second. Now we pack. Hmm. So I did read. Some people said it smokes best when it's really dry. Now I don't know if the 4 months is hardly any age, but it feels pretty dry. It doesn't feel dried out, but if I'm gonna say it's gonna be really, it's probably ready to go right out of the jar. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna go for. Oh, I should have showed you that little pinch broke up to be quite a lot. I already just grabbed a huge amount and put it in here, but this is gonna be more than this bowl can hold. That's a pretty hefty bowl. I'm gonna default on packing it a little on the looser side since I've never had this tobacco before. Um, easier. I feel like it's easier to correct a bowl that's packed too loose, or if you have to relight a bunch, than a bowl that's too tight. Okay, that fit more than I thought. Just a little bit left in there, but oh, my lighter. Hope that you guys had a good solstice yesterday. I had a good solstice, and for me, it's kind of funny because it's like the days start to get shorter now that we've passed the solstice, but I feel like the heat of summer hasn't even set in. So, kind of funny how the timing of that is in the lunar calendar. But I always get excited at the solstice because that means the approach. We're halfway through, and the approach towards fall has begun. And that's my favorite. Is fall and winter. That's my favorite time of year. Not that I don't enjoy summer too, but the humidity here in the Midwest, let me tell you, it gets brutal. But if you're in the South, it's even worse. So I guess I shouldn't complain. Anyways, let's try this Fusiliers Ration Special Reserve. Actually, more mellow than I thought it would be right off the bat. Mm. So in this one, we have um, some black Cavendish, Cyprian Latakia, the extra age Virginias. I heard rumor, although it's not mentioned, heard rumor that there might be a pinch of Kentucky in here. Um, some Oriental Turkish. I don't know if I said that already. And it's hot pressed, age extra long, lightly, light top note. Um, I don't know what the top note is. It's very, very mellow. It's very creamy. I'm kind of, I mean, it's been a while since I've had the original, and I don't have any in my tobacco cellar anymore, so can't even try. I probably should get some more and revisit that here soon, and then I should do a comparison. It's very creamy. I was expecting um, the Latakia to kind of be like the first flavor on your palate, but it's so well blended uh, that it's almost like everything kind of hits you all at once in just this like really creamy, like wonderfully balanced kind of thing. It's kind of hard to decipher any flavors over the top of anything else thus far. I mean, there's a little bit of smoke. But it's like I get an equal amount of smoke and almost this like it's like wow, it all hits at the exact same time. This is so interesting. There's like the floral kind of spice. There's the definite grassy, like dried hay kind of thing going on with the Virginias there. And this like the faintest, almost like pudding type flavor, like almost like a figgy pudding type flavor with a mild amount of chocolate. This one's interesting. Mm. I think I'm starting to pick up be able to pick up a little bit more on the um those kind of like bready, vanilla-y kind of flavors you can get sometimes with the extra matured Virginias, that creaminess, that like and I'm guessing it's from the unflavored black Cavendish. This is just like the faintest tail end flavor of kind of like a almost like the sugariness of like a burnt marshmallow, like a campfire marshmallow. But then yeah, all at the same time there's this floral, vegetal, kind of spicy, incense, woodsy, um, cedar wood, cedar smoke kind of thing going on. Oh, this that just reminds me, thinking of all that. I have a tin that I got for Christmas that I forgot about and haven't opened, of the Seattle Pipe Club's Wild Man. I'm really excited to try that one. That one's supposed to be awesome with the smoky, woodsy kind of incense flavors. Mm. This is really interesting, guys. It's really mellow and really creamy. It's wild. I almost want to say, since I have been trying some more, giving some aromatics a second chance, I guess. I almost want to say this is creamy in the way of like a vanilla black Cavendish. It's almost got that kind of like creamy vanilla-y mouthfeel, but the rest of the flavor profile is English. It's like a really robust English with that faintest sweetness. This is awesome. Mm. I'm getting lost in it, guys. Suppose I might be rambling on a little bit, but then again, isn't that what making YouTube videos of yourself is about? You just kind of ramble, rant and ramble, wax poetically about pipe tobaccos, and dream of days when Penzance was plentiful. Which I've heard some people say that this reminds them of Penzance, which I can't actually speak on, but if that's so, then I guess I'm getting a little sneak peek at what that might have been like. Those days of lore. Those days are committed to the lore, I should say now. But speaking of, I know I mentioned this when I got it, but thinking of things like that, you guys should check this out. This Pipe Smokers in Middle Earth, the Fellowship of the Smoke Ring. Thinking of lore and poetic stuff. I need to revisit this a little bit. Which actually, I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to cut it off right there. I have rambled on quite enough. Fusiliers Ration, Special Reserve, definitely fucking awesome. This is a fantastic blend. And it's so mellow. I'm really enjoying this. Ooh. And the flavors are starting to change. But I'll leave it up to you to decide for yourself how it sits with you. Mm. Anyways, I think I'm going to take my book and my pipe and my coffee and continue this Fika out on the front porch. I will visit again with you all soon. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy your Friday tomorrow and the weekend that's fast approaching.